had a rough go. It wasn't just an ankle. I mean, he got his eye poked. I mean, it was
not
like
great. It was tough. He went through it.
He went through it.
He went through it. Hey, coming up off of a massive upset over the 49ers on Christmas Day, Anita, we're talking about the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking on the Dolphins here. Do you think this could be a potential letdown game for the Ravens?
Ooh. No, I do not. I like the Ravens. You know me. Yes. I'm going to buy the hook. I'm going to buy them down to 3. That's how I'm going to play it.
Okay.
Again, Waddle's out. We know that. Mostert is dealing with an ankle issue.
Yep.
Everything we know, we're expecting him to go, but still, will he be 100%? Probably not. They're on the road, going up against a top defense.
Yep.
And not sure what's going to happen with their center. And one thing we know about Tua, right? He likes a clean pocket. Not going to happen against this Baltimore Ravens defense, that's for sure. They're the #1 sack team in the NFL. So I do like the Ravens here. Again, I don't like the hook. I like buying that down. I'll spend the extra money. I'll just drink one less coffee from Starbucks this week. And also, I love Lamar Jackson in this matchup. I've got Lamar Jackson over 9.5 carries and over 53.5 rushing yards. With all the injuries that the Ravens have suffered in their backfield, Lamar has become their rushing attack. The last 3 games, he has put on that Superman cape, and he is carrying this team. So I think we're going to get a lot more of that from Lamar Jackson with this very aggressive Miami Dolphins defense this week.
You mentioned that Superman cape. This game will have a big impact on the MVP race. Lamar now a -175 favorite. Christian McCaffrey behind him at +140, and then you got Josh Allen and Tua both +850. With that, let's welcome in ESPN analytics writer and face of ESPN's Football Power Index, Seth Walder. Seth, I still think that we could see some movement in the MVP conversation over the final 2 weeks, but I'm curious what you think about Lamar. Does he have this MVP conversation locked up?
Top, I'm with you because I don't think he does, and I would be fading Lamar Jackson if I had the choice to buy no on him to win the MVP. I absolutely would. In each of the last 5 seasons, the MVP has also been #1 in QBR. I'm not saying it has to be that way. It will definitely be that way, but I think that tells us something about the voters. Lamar Jackson ranks 8th in QBR. He's the quarterback of the team that's going to be probably the #1 seed in the AFC, but that has a lot to do with the defense too. And I know people will say, look, this is not a bet about who should win MVP. It's who will win MVP. But I think if you're betting on Lamar Jackson at this point, you're not giving voters credit in terms of the ability to discern what quarterback's contributions are versus his team's wins. And so to me, I am thinking, no, Jackson is not a good bet at this price.
All right, so if you are out on Lamar on MVP, who would you bet to win MVP?
This is the harder question, but my eyes go right to Dak Prescott at 18-1. I mean, people are sleeping on him, I think. And part of it is, look, they could still win the division, right? They have about a 1 in 6 shot, according to FPI, to win the division. He's got a great chance, I think, to win MVP if he can pull that out. We talked about QBR. He is 0.1 points off the lead, just off behind Brock Purdy, and he's doing it playing with a receiving group that has a really high drop rate, 2nd highest in the league. So there's that too. And then lastly, he's got the narrative thing going for him too. They play tomorrow night against your Lions. If he could get that big win, all of a sudden we're all going to be talking Cowboys, all going to be talking Dak Prescott again, and I think those odds can change dramatically in, 30 hours from now.
Yeah, I don't love what you're saying, but I totally agree with you, Seth. For what it is worth, unfortunately, Dak gets not only my Lions secondary, but then the Commanders in Week 18. Really great matchups for those Cowboys offense. All right, you got a column that goes up on ESPN.com each week with sack props, and they have been crushing it. A 14% return on investment. Which sack prop does your model like the most now?
The sack it really likes this week is Trey Hendrickson, under a half sack, plus 125. And let me tell you the secret ingredient, or one of the secret ingredients to the sauce of projecting sacks, and that is the quarterback you're facing. And Trey Hendrickson, he's going against Patrick Mahomes. He's one of the best quarterbacks at avoiding sacks. You see it on your screen right now. He's so consistent year after year at avoiding sacks. Now, he is coming off of 2 bad games in terms of sacks, but it's going to take way more than that for me to think anything but Mahomes is being elite at sack avoidance. Plus, The Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites. Underdogs are less likely to get sacks. I don't usually see a difference this large from the line like I do this week, but I priced this at minus 150 on the under, and you're getting plus 125 at ESPN Bet right now.
Oh, I like it. All right, go check out Seth's sack prop column every single week. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Seth.